Hi friends. In this episode we discuss what whistleblowing is and will the whistleblower Hindenberg be eligible to receive SEC bounty reward payments for exposing the Adani Group this year? We find out all and what exactly is the role of the whistleblower is and how is the society defined them. Please like, share and subscribe the channel for more updates, motivation and encouragement. Thank you. Cheers. Reporters' methods for finding whistleblowers and communicating with them once they have been found are not well defined. The truth must be sought after and reported by journalists. In particular, as they have a responsibility to safeguard whistleblowers or disguise the source. A holy contract governs the relationship between a reporter and a confidential source. Relationships with these special sources should be approached cautiously by journalists. These, often confidential, sources face significant risks to disclose information to the public through the reporters, who have a moral and legal obligation to protect them. Some whistleblower sources will also be aware of the dangers they face and may set their own boundaries between the source and the reporter. This could entail avoiding email, disabling phone trackers, avoiding phone calls altogether, or using encryption software. It might also imply having a face-to-face encounter or merely exchanging written items on paper. It might also be necessary to comprehend the connection between the significance of on-the-record versus off-the-record. This is routine for reporters who cover these serious subjects on a regular basis. Yet, it necessitates an appreciation of the worries and hazards for reporters who are not used to this. Although nothing has been proven, it has been rumored that the Hindenberg whistleblower has a connection to India and the source from the Indian media. Adani has been attempting, in vain, to restore investor faith, as the value of its stock continues to fall. Adani has now been unsuccessful in getting relief from the Indian Supreme Court as well, because the Chief Justice of India declined to prohibit media from covering the Adani-Hindenberg debacle. While those people who have not compromised their morals and have been working and reporting on the social media piously against the strong triumphantly deserve a big round of applause, and taking a courageous stand against the primary Gautam TV media, which has favored the Adani Group. Although it's difficult to pinpoint exactly who a whistleblower is, it is evidently the lone fighter whose conscience is awake and won't let him turn a blind eye to evil of any kind. Whistleblowing is a difficult undertaking since it pits one against the system, which is frequently corrupted by people who are supposed to be keeping it in check. Whistleblowers are thus possibly the most daring individuals we can encounter on a daily basis. Whistleblowers can be anyone, an employee, a candidate, a security guard, an IAS, etc. All that is needed is a conscience that resists all forms of wicked behavior. We've recently witnessed numerous whistleblowers who defied all difficulties by standing their ground on their own. In their battle against the corrupt system, some of them even perished. The Indian government runs some of the largest organizations in the world and is home to the largest democracy in the world. India received many British laws and functions after becoming independent. These regulations and procedures appeared to be unsuccessful over time at managing significant governmental departments. People have occasionally spoken out against the corrupt practices in public offices and contracts. In India, laws are frequently abused to benefit a particular set of people. Reducing harm to whistleblowers. Under the current system, whistleblowers frequently experience several hardships, which discourages many honest people from raising the alarm. They consist of a. Livelihood loss. Whistleblowers occasionally find themselves in a tight spot inside an organization, and under dire circumstances, they are compelled to resign. Additionally, prospective employers might be hesitant to hire them because they worry that information about their organizations might be disclosed. B. Death threats. When their scams are about to be exposed, powerful individuals frequently turn to threatening whistleblowers and their families with death. In particularly severe instances, whistleblowers have even perished. The government must therefore make sure that whistleblowers have access to a supportive environment where they are encouraged to report illegal activity occurring in any company without fear of retaliation. The whistleblower protection process needs to be strengthened in order to increase accountability and openness in public institutions. Every year on June 23, people all across the world observe International Whistleblowers Day. Its principal objective is to increase public understanding of the critical role that whistleblowers play in preventing corruption and preserving national security. The 19th century is when the phrase whistleblower first appeared. Back then, police officers who used their whistles to inform the public of a disturbance were known as whistleblowers. In order to avoid the negative connotations connected with words like snitch and informer, journalists started using the term to describe to those who revealed wrongdoing in the 1960s, giving the word its current definition. Legal protection for whistleblowing differs from nation to nation, and society's perception of whistleblowers and their work is contentious. Some consider them as selfless martyrs for the greater good, while others see them as traitors out for glory or personal benefit. Worldwide, a large number of non-governmental organizations promote expanded whistleblower rights and more robust whistleblower protection. International Whistleblowers Day was established by these groups to draw attention to the significance of these issues. International Whistleblower Day is held in March in addition to World Whistleblowers Day, which is celebrated on June 23. The Southeast Europe Coalition for Whistleblower Protection founded it in 2017. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, in the U.S. announces payouts which granted bounties to whistleblowers, amounting $1 billion exceedingly. The SEC reported that one person received a total payment of $110 million for information and assistance that helped the SEC and other organizations successfully pursue enforcement actions. According to the SEC, another person recently got a $4 million compensation for making whistleblower disclosures. What is SEC? SEC is an independent federal government regulatory body. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is in charge of safeguarding investors, ensuring the fair and orderly operation of the securities markets, and promoting capital formation. It served as the nation's first federal securities market regulator after being established by Congress in 1934. The regulator, which started offering rewards to whistleblowers in 2012, issued a record $114 million payments. The third largest whistleblower award of this year, worth $50 million, was given out earlier in 2021. By law, the SEC is prohibited from disclosing whistleblowers' identities or information that might do so. The SEC has compensated 207 whistleblowers more than $1.07 billion since the program started, according to the organization, whose goal is to safeguard investors and uphold fair and efficient markets. These reimbursements, which are covered by the sanctions rather than by investors who suffered losses, range in value from 10% to 30% of the SEC's monetary fines that exceed $1 million. According to the SEC, since the program's inception, information revealed by whistleblowers has led to financial remedies totaling more than $4.8 billion. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler said the billion-dollar payout milestone had been reached in a tweeted video with the words, "We just hit a milestone. Each and every one of the whistleblowers has done a valuable service. Will whistleblowers be rewarded in other countries and promote more people to report frauds to their respective fields? Only time will tell the same." SEC is dealing with a number of difficult enforcement issues and coping with the IPO boom, the SPAC boom, and the cryptocurrency boom, according to Gensler. Thanks for watching and giving your valuable time. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to keep our motivation going. Cheers.